Hey YouTube, and I'm back again. It's been a while. I think the last video I uploaded here was March or April. So yeah, it has been a while. I did record a couple of videos, actually 3 in total, if I'm correct, in May. One was my April pickups, which what I'm recording here is really just a new intro for that video. Just a little explanation that the video that you're about to watch was recorded probably over 6 months ago, and it is my April 2024 pickups. I do have a small stack-ish here of what I've collected over the last few months that I'm going to record probably a few videos rather than doing it all in one. So yeah, what's today's date? It's the end of November. I want to say the 30th. It's a Saturday morning. It's actually not a bad day outside, to be fair, and I was considering going out and having a wander around the shops, but honestly I can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered. So I figured I've had this in my mind for probably a couple of months now, maybe not quite that much, of that April pickups video. I've never even looked at the footage until today. At the time, I felt that I wasn't particularly happy that maybe I for want of a better phrase, was phoning it in. Yeah, my I don't know if passion was ever the correct word, but my passion for making YouTube videos has certainly waned, if not completely disappeared, over the last year. It was becoming more of a chore than fun. Whereas it used to be fun, I used to be excited, and I wasn't getting that anymore. And kind of, this is something I've been toying in my head over the last couple of months. Quite a number of people actually have contacted me in not just that time, but even previous to that, asking if I'm okay and where I'm at, and am I going to be doing more videos and what. And to be honest, I just didn't have an answer. And it's by no means me saying I'm back, but at this moment, it's something that I want to do. I just want to go through, mostly so I can get this stuff put away. But yeah, let's not waffle on too much. I'll maybe go into that again when I do at least the first video of this. Like, my blinking hand keeps getting in the way of that camera lens, so I've probably got my phone upside down. So yeah, cut to me back in May bank holiday it was. So yeah, let's have a look at what I got back in April. So these are all the Blu-rays that I've received or bought during April 2024. Excuse me. I had a birthday in April, so there are a few birthday presents, and the rest are the bundle I found in a charity shop and a couple of eBay pickups. So first of all, we'll start off with what I got for my birthday. For the most part, I got money in Amazon vouchers. I haven't as yet used any of those vouchers because I'm actually saving them up for something. But I did get a couple of surprises through the post from my Amazon wish list. Firstly, from my good friend Pete Cahill, who every year always sends me something. I was about to say something interesting, but he has my my Amazon wish list, so it's always something that I want. So I was very happy when I saw I unwrap these. So firstly, Blade Trilogy on Blu-ray. I was looking through my collection a couple of months ago with the thoughts of maybe making a video on non-MCU Marvel movies that I own, and one glaring omission from the ones that I had was Blade. I realised I have them all on DVD, but I didn't have them on Blu-ray, so I whacked this onto my Amazon wish list, and Pete very kindly bought it. So I'm very pleased that I've got that. It comes in this really nice slip box as well. As well as that, he sent me a movie, Young Sherlock Holmes. I saw this in the cinema. Well, I've been about 14, 15 years old maybe. And the special effects back then were incredible. Some very, very early CGI was used in the making of this movie. And at that time, I think it was something that I'd never seen before. And it was amazing. I've maybe seen this on TV once or twice since then, but certainly not in the last 20 odd years. So I'll be very interested to see how that looks these days. I really did enjoy this movie. I do enjoy this movie. So yeah, I'm quite intrigued to see how good or not. I know the visual effects for The Last Starfighter don't really hold up these days compared to modern visual effects, but still, that's still a really good movie. And the digital effects, I think, in this are way less than they were in that movie. It was just a couple of scenes, as I recall. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting another look at this film, because it was really good back in the day. Then a mystery package arrived probably 3 or 4 days before my birthday. It was just sat and I was aching to open it, but I didn't. I waited, and there was nothing inside to say who it was from. Anyway, eventually I found out that it'd been sent from my sister, and again, she picked some stuff off my Amazon wish list. A couple of great movies to start with that I haven't seen for quite some time. Brewster's Millions. I do believe I have this on DVD. Yeah, it's a great 80s movie with John Candy and Richard Pryor. A lot of fun. I do enjoy that one. And this, again, is a film I've not seen for donkey's years. A Secret of My Success, which again I do remember really enjoying. I don't believe I have this on DVD. So yeah, it's new to my collection, this movie. Like I said, I want to say I saw this in the cinema. I'm fairly certain I saw this in the cinema back in, what would have been, 88, 89 maybe. And again, it's probably one I've watched either on VHS or maybe even on Sky since then, but again, not in the last 20-25 years at least. So very pleased that I got that. And then finally, from my sister, she got me the latest Doctor Who release. This being The Church on Ruby Road. It was the Christmas special from Christmas Just Gone. I was a bit nervous about after the 60th anniversary, which was very disappointing. I was quite nervous on how this episode would be. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, very pleased to add that one to the collection. So that are all my birthday presents. That as far as movies and TVs, well, it's all movies, isn't it, are concerned. eBay. This one has been on my saved search list for probably a couple of years, I say recently, last year, I sold my limited edition. This is the American Arrow release of Reanimator, which is region free, which is very handy. Like I say, I had the limited editions of both Reanimator and Bride of Reanimator, the UK release of Bride of Reanimator and the American release of Reanimator. This never got a UK release from Arrow, I think because somebody else has the rights in the UK. Yeah, and I sold those two on eBay last year for 140 quid. The prices were ridiculous. So I got Bride of Reanimator back on the normal edition quite shortly after I sold them. So I've still got a copy of that, and I finally found a copy of this on standard edition. In the UK, 9 times out of 10, or probably even more than that, when I see them, they're in America, and the cost of postage just makes them cost prohibitive to buy. But I got this for less than 15 quid, so I was very, very happy. And then this one, was this a buy? No, was it an auction? I think it was an auction. Yeah, it was an auction. And it cost me about £9 and a few pence. Another Arrow release, this one being Girls' Night Out. It comes with slipcover. I seem to remember the alternative artwork wasn't that great, which I think is probably why I've left it with Arrow's recommissioned artwork on the front, even though it is the same as the slipcover. Not that that matters, it doesn't. But it comes with the booklet. Reanimator didn't come with a booklet, and I don't think it ever did, because the limited edition had a booklet and all the extras that they get. Arrow these days tend to put all that stuff in the limited editions, and then when they release a standard edition after a limited edition, you don't get a booklet. You used to, but these days very rarely do. Even on the first pressing of the standard edition, if it's a movie that didn't get a limited edition, then you generally do get a booklet. So yeah, this has got a booklet. This is the perils of working with one hand. Yeah, so that's, maybe I might turn it over, we'll see. It's not the best artwork, to be fair. Yeah, so happy to get another Arrow slipcover release into the collection. Next up, a couple of pickups from Amazon Germany. This first one, just dropped my glasses. This first one was, of recent, I've noticed on YouTube a lot of almost full-length movies. I came across, before I got this, I came across The Fifth Element on YouTube, except it wasn't called The Fifth Element. It had a completely different name. For the life of me, I can't remember what it was. Okay, I just have to quickly look it up. Outer World. And there's a couple of, or maybe even more than a couple of channels on YouTube putting up these, in some cases, Hollywood movies, and then just changing the name, removing all the end credits, and removing the start of the movie that shows you the title of the movie. I don't know if they've done this with every single one, but it's certainly the case with this movie that I bought and The Fifth Element that I saw. But there's a whole bunch. I noticed what was it? Cyborg, the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies on there under a different name. Non-Stop, Liam Neeson movies up there under a different name, and a whole bunch of others. But this is called AI Rising. On YouTube, I think it was called AI Robot. I think It was AI something, but it wasn't AI Rising. It was AI Robot, and I don't know why I clicked on it, but I was busy doing something, and I clicked on it. It was kind of on in the background for the first maybe 15-20 minutes, and I kind of kept glancing over and really got into it and really enjoyed it. Now on YouTube, this is a 63-minute movie. This is actually, I think, 83 minutes in total. So they certainly didn't have the full movie, although you did get all the way to the end. But like I say, all the end credits have been cut out, and I think the start of the movie had been cut off as well. But I really enjoyed it. It took a little bit of searching to find out the real name of the movie. I didn't recognise anybody. There's only 4 cast members in the whole movie, and I didn't recognise anybody. So searching an actor or actress wasn't going to help me, especially when there was no end credits, so I couldn't even get a name from that. But it didn't take much finding. Eventually on IMDb I found it, and then searched on eBay. I found that there was an Italian version on eBay that was quite expensive. So I went to Blu-ray.com and found there was a German version. So yeah, I went on Amazon Germany, spotted this, and with another movie I got also Stiletto in 3D. This I've had my eye on. It's been sat in my basket in Amazon Germany for probably three or 4 years. Not actually in my basket, where you put it in your basket and then save for later. And this is a movie I saw probably when it first came out, and really enjoyed it. And then when I saw on Amazon Germany at some point there was a 3D version, I thought, eventually when I get around to it, I'll probably buy that. So these two between them, I think, cost me about £18. Well, it was less than that. It was going to cost me £2.70 to have them shipped from Germany, which is almost nothing really. And it said it would take a week or 6 days delivery. It actually told me the date that would be delivered, which was going to be a Sunday, oddly. But I could get, actually no, it was a Saturday that I ordered them, so it would have been 8 days, not 6 days. But you could pay an extra £2, and I don't know if it was next day delivery, but it certainly was next working day delivery. Like I say, I ordered them on the Saturday, and the option was to pay the extra £2 and get them on the Monday morning. Well, not the Monday morning, but on the Monday. So I thought, you know what, I'll just do that. And sure enough, they arrived 2 days later, which was basically the next working day. I opened this one. I opened them both actually just to check the inside, because you've got the German rating on that. So I'll flip the cover over on this one, so to get rid of the rating. Unfortunately, you've got the spine art on this one. They're writing the wrong way up, sadly. On this one it's the right way up, but there's no internal artwork. So yeah, it cost me a total of £18 to get these from Germany in 2 days. So I was very pleased. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It reminded me in tone a lot of Moon, if you've ever seen Moon. Again, that's a film that's a film that's set on a space station, a kind of a space station, on the moon. So there's really only there's 1, 2, maybe three or four characters in that movie, one of them being the robot, or the computer voice, I should say. And this is a similar, except it's on a deep space spaceship mission, and there's literally one passenger's not the right word, but he's on the ship. He's not the pilot of the ship, but again, he's not a passenger. He's some kind of scientist. And then you've got the AI robot, computer voice, and then somebody to speak to over the intercom. on Earth. So yeah, there's only 4 characters in the whole movie, and it reminded me, in tone at least, of Moon. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And Stiletto was, for me, was a very good revenge thriller. I enjoyed that a lot. These next lot all came from charity shop. Which charity shop? I can't remember. I had it in my head literally 5 minutes before I started this video. Scope, there you go. Yeah, these all came from Scope. They had a lot. They must have had about 50 to 60 Blu-rays on the shelf. So somebody, I guess, had donated an entire collection. But most of it was fodder. There was very little there that I fancied. Nothing was priced, but there was a sign up on the wall above all the media that said, I think it was DVDs £1, DVD box sets from £2, CDs 50p, records £1, and books 50p or £1. I can't remember. I don't really look at books that often. But there's no mention of Blu-rays. I thought, well, if these are £1, there's maybe a few here I'll have. So I took a stack over to the counter. I said, are these £1? Like I said, and the guy said, oh no, DVDs are £1, Blu-rays are £2. So I split off, how many? 5 that I was willing to pay £2 for and put the rest back. I checked a couple of these on CEX, because one I know I already owned, one I wasn't sure. So one of these will be for trading in, but in total, this lot cost me a tenner. The CEX price would be £34 if I bought these in CEX. So first of all, Rambo Last Blood. I haven't yet seen this movie. I do like, for the most part, the other Rambo movies. I don't know how well this was received when it came out, to be fair. I don't know if it was liked or not. But yeah, it's one to add for the collection. This is probably the cheapest in CX. This sells there at the moment for £3. I paid £2 for it with the slipcover. I was pleased with that. This was one that I thought I might have had, but it turns out that I didn't. Stargate, the Ultimate Edition. I can't remember how much all these are in CEX, but I do know, I think, let me try and do the maths on it. I would say 34, that's 3, so it leaves me with 31. One of them's a 10 or 21, 8, 16. So one of these must be a £5. 2 of them are £8, and I know the other one's £10. I think this is probably about £8 in CEX. It might be the one that's a £5. I don't know, I can't remember. I'll try and put a screen capture up at some point in the video. So yeah, Stargate, love this film, saw it in the cinema back in 94 or 5, somewhere around then, and went on to be a massive fan of the TV show as well. So very happy to get this. I believe there's at least 2 versions of the movie on this. Broken Arrow, very pleased to find this one. Not seen this again for quite some time. Never seen it on Blu-ray before. I mean, I've seen it in CEX before, but never actually watched the film on Blu-ray is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, really enjoyable one. I really do like that. Labyrinth, brand new and sealed. I almost bought this in Blackpool a few years ago. I found it in a cash converters or cash generators, one or the other. They're right next door to each other in Blackpool, and I didn't buy it. And then when I went back later that day, it had gone. So yeah, happy to finally have this one on Blu-ray. And then this one I already own, and it's going in for trade. I believe it trades in for £6, so I'll get a little bit more than half of my money back in trade value on this one. Time Cop with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I actually had this on HD DVD as well as Blu-ray. I believe the Blu-ray was sent to me at some point. But yeah, great little finds I thought they were for a charity shop. Like I say, there was must have been between 50 and 60. There's 2 shelves of just Blu-rays, but most of them were all the common stuff that you see all the time. I believe this was probably, or at least those top 4 were the cream of the crop. So I was very happy to find them. So there we have it. That is my pickups for, and birthday presents I should say, pickups and birthday presents, all Blu-rays for a change. That doesn't happen very often, for April 2024. So once again, thanks very much for watching, and catch you in the next one. Ta-ra.